see a side that has been extremely toothless. And
looks pretty useful his feet as well with his hands. Goes
the back five.
Yeah, it's interesting. But then when you do see the heavyweight,
have the better
Atletico Madrid
of the recent exchanges.
after they draw at home.
Barcelona, who just put 7 past Valladolid midweek.
Yeah, to me that's interesting because to make sure that everybody's involved in that process.
Yeah. Very different looking defensive alignment tonight. As constant inhabitants, even though they dropped down to 4th place.
Just they will resound to the fact that they weren't going to get into.
And the Chate trying to feed it in, took a little deflection, and not at all though, does it? quite an extraordinary outburst from them.
Has done an excellent job of getting everybody, 3-4 players that are being integrated into the starting lineup that people aren't quite sure where they like to run and
wins out of 4. Everyone looking up at Hansi Flick's side.
The ball back. It's asking a lot for those wing backs to get up and
Iñaki Williams.
It elects to defend and elects to defend with numbers. They could.
Starting lineup tonight, Robin Lerma has Gallagher. He's on this. Julian Alvarez, meanwhile, has stolen it away.
Yeah, but a little miscommunication at the back for Athletic Bilbao and Julian Alvarez.
The footed service and an open header.
They got options, so yeah, a very strong Atletico Madrid squad, and again, how
stealing it away. Iñaki Williams making the run, and it was Argentina days. Nico Williams. Well, Iñaki continuing his run. He almost passed that to himself effectively, but
I think he'll be ever present for the most part of the season.
Great tandem. Now it's Nico. Work some sort of open.
Maybe they were looking to capitalize line of Atletico Madrid and the size of Griezmann, the size of Julian Alvarez. It's not like there's just going to be a
now Leku look for Williams this young season. This is a positive run from Sanse.
Get the balance right defensively and then concede goals. So
at Atlanta, this is Iñaki Williams, who's come alive and on a long distance charge down. This is Iñaki Williams hurdling the first challenge. The cross a little too deep from Leku through the ranks. And been sent out. Zeta, who was handed the gift there. Now he's given off with the Spanish national team again. With the next. Now Williams driving across goal. Okay, in the thick of the action is Ali career exactly across.
Reinforcements are going to collapse, and there's going to be absolutely
back by Prados.
Difficult it will be for
Athletic Bilbao just a point behind them.
Little slip ball is Conor Gallagher.
Austin now, Sunset trying to lead the charge, but I think it was the right decision.
It could have been, yeah, just knocked it.
Here's Lino for. Just didn't have any takers from Leku. Williams
to the defense. There's not going to be just.
The giveaway will end the attack. Himself, the shot could be on here from outside the box.
You get yourself into good defensive shape, and you're saying, okay, there's nobody here. There's no threat.
Here's Gallagher trying to get himself going.
This is a nice little move to open up the space to come inside on his right foot, and he'll feel.
Gives the initiative back to the visitors.
Connect with the final pass or.
20 games now, goes back to the opening day.
When it looks like we can press and win the ball back.
Now, Griezmann has found Llorente in a lot of space that he uses, but with very little to do. Alluding to, Casey, you imagine neither manager will be. And Atletico, we will step away and leave you. It's the home team starting in fine fashion, and Williams is there! At the offside flag.
that the line is
The Athletic would have been talking about at half-time. For Llorente, who's had a couple of goals himself early in this good goal, didn't he, against Villarreal, then he scored a thumping goal. Now the combination working well. Llorente is
away from a perfectly timed run at the far post, and
Vivian.
Nope.
Sure, that was surveying the scene, lofting at far post. Good close control. Sunset the return. At least upon first inspection, a good chance. Nico Williams with some amount of territory covering, running, trying to get involved, and
they're able to bring better numbers forward, and that's just a missed ball. That's not those moments of maybe.
Griezmann, not sure was expecting it, but then almost turned it.
That little drag, and to me, it's been a consolidation of.
Griezmann's left-footed serve it. Polino, if he can find him, and he can. Good, perfect weight on it. The cross hung up for a long time. Sunset has latched on.
The effort has not been on target. He's fit, he plays, but when you do have a strong
fraction of a second behind his thought process.
When the ball's gotten into.
Now Conor Gallagher has put himself in a good situation. Even though the standard has been upped, as I say that. As we look at Juan Williams, Casey getting around the back, Inaki's
international team. And I expect that
very conveniently for Reguizar. And the
forward ball that just bounces around, and eventually there's a shot.
The area. Athletic have not. They can have another go from outside the area. The previous effort that we're looking at.
Yeah, it's a good
service. There was some tumbling dominoes.
The potential result.
Williams' cross arrived very.
Definitely, they expect in Spain is those.
See the ever new arrival for the visitors. We're almost squirmed the way of Jallo, and the follow-up.
There's no space there for the initial turn to try to get the ball from the penalty spot. So then when it's.
Reguizar is well watched by Juan Musso, had to come a long way, and
nothing there. Nico Williams is kind of in a position. There were some, I think, on a different day.
He goes far post to Griezmann, back across the face, and for Atleti, can Angel Correa win it for them? He can! What a moment for Diego Simeone's squad. It could be a season-changing moment. Up against it at San Mamés. They have stolen it on the break at the end. They've barely had a shot on.